I thought about discontinuing last minute predictions as a concept on the channel. If you haven't noticed, we have begun a decluttering process of getting rid of all of the unnecessary shit on the channel. The Patreon review ads, I'm fucking up already. The Patreon video ads, the bonus video ads that I used to upload at the end of every month or the beginning of the month, depending on what the fuck was going on. They no longer happen. Now I do them in community posts. The recent one was a behind the scenes video if you want to go over to the Patreon and check that shit out. I'm thinking about getting rid of Vinland Saga chapter reviews because there's not that much to say. They don't get the views that the Attack on Titan chapter reviews get. Just because they're usually monthly videos that clutter up the channel and get in the way of all the real content. Now, last minute predictions gets in the way of everything. I always shit on last minute predictions, even when I'm making last minute predictions videos. But the thing that saved last minute predictions was us being absolutely, indubitably correct last week. We predicted the Flying Titan. Everybody was having funny jokes about that. I even couldn't believe it. So now we've got to continue it. What have we got? Like 5 chapters left of Attack on Titan. I think we can keep last minute predictions going. You idiots seem to enjoy this fucking brainless content. Brainlit content, maybe. So we'll fucking keep it going for the little while longer. I thought about maybe going back and privating old ones so when you scroll down the channel it looks better and there's not all these fucking ugly last minute predictions thumbnails. God knows what I'm going to do for this thumbnail. Probably something to do with a flying fuck. But last minute predictions has escaped the axing, it seems. We are live on Twitch as always. Chat going pretty mild right now. We don't have the viewership we usually do. I'm not sure why. Could be some weird shit going on, I'm not sure. Maybe they'll file in as we continue here and they see the Twitch thumbnail being last minute predictions. Last week, time flies, doesn't it? Time doesn't fly. Did I say last week? Whatever, it's been a month. You know how this works. I know where this is going and why. Minty talking shit. Alright, we've got how many slides? We got lazy. Usually we get lazy with the chapter reviews, but this time we've gotten lazy with last minute predictions. Last minute predictions is probably more... It's easy. It's not as bad when we get lazy. I don't have any text this time. I just got the image and like the title so we can reference what we're going to be talking about. It's fine. This is all speculation anyway. We don't really need a guide. Whereas with a chapter review, you sort of go in chronologically and you want to point out all the little details and shit like that you like. But we've got 5 or so overall topics that everybody's excited about moving to the chapter that we're going to talk about. You know how the fuck this works. It's because your content sucks, lol, and Minty watches the most out of anybody. So joke's on him. Most of my content, that is. Eren and the Rumbling versus the remnants of the World Fleet. It's a bombing fleet. They're going to blast the Titans to smithereens from above. So since the narrative is trying to make us believe that they're going to blow them to smithereens here, obviously they're not. Eren is not going to get defeated by this fucking group of blimps. I speculated last month in the chapter review that Eren would like stand up somehow or use his weird strings to cut him up. I was trying to think if like his feet were backwards, and that's why he's like his weird design is that his head is like the wrong way. So he's actually like bending backwards right now and walking like Bray Wyatt does it in the WWE, or at least he used to. I don't know if the fucking Fiend does it. I haven't been watching Raw. Or is he on SmackDown now? Who gives a fuck? Where you do the spider walk, where you put your hands behind your head and you like walk that way. I think that might be what Eren's doing right now. But this looks like the arse muscles here and like his feet pointing this way instead of the other way around, like he's not walking backwards. Though I don't know if we've seen his feet. So maybe he's doing that and he's going to stand up straight and he'll be facing like this way. And then he'll fuck him up. I don't know, it'll be some weird and wacky shit. We haven't seen this Titan form actually fight. I think we need to see him take out some blimps so we know how the fight is going to look between the Alliance and Eren, which we'll get to on a later slide. I'm interested to see if they will kill some of the Rumbling Titans, some of the Colossal Titans. It'd be helpful if they could, I guess. I'm still not sure how they're all going to get defeated. It's more than likely it's going to be an Avengers situation where everybody makes fun of this shit from the Avengers. Where, like, you beat the one bad guy and all of the fucking minions fall over. I think it's from Star Wars and other shit like that. But I feel like that's what's going to happen. Unless Eren wins in that case, they don't get stopped. But I'm leaning towards that possibility. They kill Eren. Are there people that still think Eren is like not gonna die? I don't know if those people still exist, but if they do, I'm sure they'll be mad at me in the comments. As the end approaches, total war begins. It'll be cool. I'm very interested. Minty, I think, said in Twitter DMs earlier that he was anticipating that maybe... I feel like this is something I would have put on an older last-minute predictions. Maybe the Alliance arrives at the very end of the chapter to fight Eren. But I feel like in like the first few pages, if we directly pick up here, will be Eren fucking up these blimps. I don't think this is going to be the main conflict of the chapter. I'm very interested. We don't really have a forward direction. Like, we have Eren Alliance fight, blimps. The families are around. The Flying Titan's going to come in. But, like, for immediately what's going to happen this chapter, we don't really know. We don't really know what the cliffhanger could be. What does the next cliffhanger look like? It's very interesting. Very exciting. We'll see what the fuck is going on. Oh, please, can we talk about his feet? Yes. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out if it's Miller or Minty. Minty is very excited about the fleet. I was being generous when I called it content. Minty's still going on. Truth says they're 100% going to bomb Paradis. Didn't we speculate about that last time and what a meme that would be if they just flew over to Paradis and blew it the fuck up and Eren was doing this all for no reason? That'd be fucking great. That's the true Devilman ending. They're going to nuke Paradis, and Eren's nuking the rest of the world in response. They just sort of flew and swam over each other, and then everybody's dead. Quality time. The Alliance win, but they're literally the only people alive, so they don't have to convince the rest of the world to leave Paradis alone. And they don't have to, like, face the music when they go back to Paradis. It's literally just, like, the 10 of them that are alive. I guess there's some engineers with Kiyomi and shit. I don't know. You've got all the ships alive, that's all that matters. As in the fucking Annie and Armin will fuck and they can repopulate. And who else is around? Pieck, gotta get to breeding. Gabby and Falco in a few years, of course. Let's not get too weird anime here. It's all set up. Kiyomi, probably no eggs left there. Sad times, she's pretty hot. Maybe there's female engineers. Let's not be sexist out here. That's now my new favorite ending. Everybody dies except for the Alliance. God, the Jaegers would be mad. Yelena popping out some kids. That'd be fun. We got to repopulate out here. Historia? No, Historia can't die, so we can't nuke Paradis because she's still there. I was thinking like every other character is no longer there. Glasses Dude? Remember Glasses Dude and all the importance we thought Glasses Dude was going to have that he still might have? How the fuck is he going to get over here? Maybe he's going to be important when they return to Paradis, since this bombing idea is half a joke and probably not actually going to happen. This is the last minute prediction speculation we need. We need some wacky shit, so if it gets proven right like it did last month, we look like double, triple, quadruple geniuses. Oh god, can we please talk about his feet? Literally no muscle though. There's a genocider doing genocide. Who the fuck cares about Paradis? But it would be funny. Like, fuck you, you blew up my family. I'm gonna go blow up yours. Let's blow up Paradis. It's great. I love the idea. Maybe they think they can stop him and they want revenge. I, for one, think it would be hilarious. We thought 132 would be them reaching Eren. It got dragged out. Didn't get dragged out. We had other things to do. The blimps have 0% versus Eren, so Isayama is just having them get shot down is boring. It's for sure a fake out, going to force Eren to choose to continue rumbling or leave his people. I severely doubt that. I think they're just going to drop bombs here and think that it's like the last gasp and they're going to get cut up and it'll be the one scene from everything. This conflict here is to establish one thing. Eren is going to show how he's going to fight in this form. We'll get some sympathy with the crew on board. I'm sure we'll get a few shots of them talking. Maybe it'll be some fucking Marley character we've forgotten about that we saw in the background of some scenes. Maybe Willie Tybra is right up there. It'll be revealed that he's still alive or whatever. And they're dropping bombs. There'll be something. It's not that important though. It's just like a jobber match. Eren's gonna beat up blimps. Cosidus. I think I have seen that name before. I think it's either an action chapter with the Annie crew and the Armin crew gathering on the port finally, or finally Historia or Zeke POV. Well, it doesn't make much sense to cut away to them. Zeke POV is going to be when he shows up here and saves them from certain death. That might be at the end of this chapter, though. It would probably be the end of the next chapter, but then how many chapters do we have? I don't know. The Historia shit is fucking weird. How the fuck that comes back into it, I have no idea. Isayama will pull something out of his bum. He'll get it right. Don't you worry. Also, there has to be something, because it would be completely pointless narratively, and I'm not trying to be a plot bro here, but I kind of am, for them to split up the crew only for them to reunite like in 2 chapters. So there was basically no reason other than we need Annie to have a character moment and we need to establish that Falco can fly in some useful situation. That would be the only reason why they were split up for literally 1 chapter. So I think there's going to be 2 fronts here. I don't think Annie and Armin are going to see each other until after the battle is complete. Like, they'll fight somebody on this side, and they'll fight somebody on that side, and then after the battle, if they're still alive, they can have a kiss, or whatever the fuck. And sort of Gabby and Falco will be on a different side. It would make sense. I don't know. Annie fights something. Gabby gets to have her scene with Eren that I've been talking about for 3 years now, where she says, "You're fucking cringe, I'm based, I win, I'm the new main character." There's a million ways it could go, but this is what makes last minute predictions fun. Mindless speculation. The 121 cliffhanger was equally empty. What the fuck happened in chapter 131? I think it was one of the Eren chapters. What was the final fucking thing? I don't remember. Minty needs to be more specific. Comparing 121 to this is not equivalent. This chapter at this point is way more monumental. Yeah, it is lol, no, what? It's a pointless cliffhanger could happen then, it can happen now. Oh, never mind 121, wait. How is the 121 cliffhanger pointless? Oh, 121, not 131. 121, what the fuck? The 121, no. 121... I can't fucking remember these shitty chapters. Leave me the fuck alone. Glasses dude, who was it? There was the one dude that is like a new recruit, and he got like a bunch of screen time, by limited screen time, but more than a background character, and he had a bit of a character design. Like when Shardis was giving his speech, but then Flock shows up and says, "Fuck you, old man," and they make everybody beat up Shardis. He was one of the ones that beat up Shardis, and he like had a scene where he spoke. Let's not forget about Glasses dude. Glasses dude, the trainee. See, all the new people are saying Glasses dude. Minty knows, alright? Glasses dude is the fucking key to all this shit, because he's got to somehow have some sort of purpose that Isayama has laid the foundation for. We just don't know where it's headed, especially when he's back on fucking Paradis right now. With Zeke going, nobody can stop Ymir. Then nothing happens. Eren just hugs her into obedience. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a cliffhanger, whatever. It's like a big thing. You think this is going to happen? Actually, no. We didn't give it away at the end of the last chapter. It was a twist. But the end was like, Ymir is mysterious, and the next chapter was fleshing out Ymir. So, yeah. Pointless? I don't think so. But yes, Glasses Dude is the most important character in Attack on Titan. Don't forget about Glasses Dude. He should be the new Willy Tiber meme, since it's looking like we're never getting our dream of Willy Tiber still being around and being in on the plan and all the different variations we had over the years. It's now Glasses Dude. The casual Attack on Titan fan doesn't know what they're in for with their Glasses Dude, but we are aware, and we are fucking awake. We are awake. We awoke to Glasses Dude. He's got something to do with something, and we'll find out eventually. The trainees are going to be part of the people overthrowing the remaining fascists on Paradis. Maybe. Sometimes cliffhangers happen for the sake of a cliffhanger. I mean, the sake of a cliffhanger is to build tension and probably subvert something. And it's not really a cliffhanger in terms... cliffhanger is such a weird term because, like, if it's not the actual end of something, then it's not really a cliffhanger. If it's the end of a chapter, well, the next chapter, now it's all of a sudden not a cliffhanger because you don't have to wait. You can just flip the next page. It's just sort of a holdover tease for the next chapter. It's supposed to link the chapters together. But this is fucking pointless. For Glasses Dude, you meant Ryog from the MP. If it's him, he died transforming into a Titan in Shinganshina. No, he was a recruit, I think. He definitely didn't die, right? Minty would have said something by now. Yeah, I thought that was lame. I'm probably wrong, but I hope this cliffhanger is setting something more than just Eren's new power. We went down the train of thought, but there's no way these blimps are making it past the first 8 pages of the next fucking chapter. We need to know how Eren fights, and this is a good avenue, because he can't just cut up some of the people in the Alliance right now, because they're all important characters that need some sort of big, heavy blow-off. So these are a bunch of pointless red shirts that he can beat up. But yeah, Isayama sometimes is shoved in cliffhanger for drama. Historia POV is the last big piece of the puzzle, in my opinion. Just wondering, is Historia's POV even important to the plot? It's very important to Historia's character, so I want to see it. But to the plot, it has to be somehow. I'm not saying, like, it's pointless, we don't need it. But how is it going to be plot relevant is so interesting. Like, if the baby is Eren's, it doesn't really matter at all. Like, I feel like we don't see any Historia, then we see her in the last scene, and she's had birth, and she's the one in the fucking last page, and she's holding baby Ymir, and it's going to be up to interpretation. Is it actually a reincarnation, or is it just her naming the thing after her friend, and all the setup will be brought together, and I'll have to make three videos yelling at idiots, saying this is not a fucking reincarnation, you're a moron, you're a fucking moron, you're a moron. Actually, I think that's, like, I'm pretty sure I just convinced myself of that just now. Historia is the person in the last panel. We don't see any of her POV until literally the last shot of the thing after Eren is dead and she's holding baby Ymir. Just wondering, did you see those wacky Taiba theories? It's pretty fun to read. I never ended up watching that Minty video that he linked like 15 times. Now we have an excuse to watch videos for digest, so we should link it again, but not in chat, in DMs. I mean, maybe the whole boat shit was just because Isayama really wanted to be faithful to Annie's character, and he knew the first thing she would do is run away. I feel like, yeah, but I feel like they're not just going to meet up with the Alliance. I feel like they're going to be trapped on 2 separate sides of the fort. And, like, Annie and Armin aren't going to see each other. Because if they see each other now, they're not going to have time to have a character moment. They're just going to have to fight back to back. Which, I mean, could do something, but I feel like we get the blow-off of them, like, talking honestly with each other and making out after the battle. So it's just sort of to separate those characters until after it. It's sort of like putting the Annie-Armin relationship on hold after the conversation. Because if they have one more moment of downtime together and they're not fucking, we're just dragging the shit out. So it's like, oh, we can save it for the end and then they can have a kiss and we can cut away so I don't have to show sex ever again because I'm Isayama and I'm scared of sex. It's very scary. I can't put it in my manga because I'm a coward. That's a direct quote. We're still on the fucking first page. Panel, rather. Eren running towards Ymir to stop her. Dura, I think, his name is Glasses Boy, right? Who the fuck is Dura? Remember when you wanted Isayama gave Flock that honorable death? So I'm trying to get to the bottom of chat quickly. Eren standing up and using his arms to attack the blimps looks dumb as fuck. If you were right, you were right on the Falco shit. It'd be so cool. He's standing the fuck up. He's swinging his fucking weird puppet arms around. It'd be fucking cool as shit. This design is the fucking best Titan design we've ever seen. Well, how does Kyle still have the unofficial scans? Because I got them. I'm not going to fucking update my shitty images on my computer that I look up every time I have to make a fucking PowerPoint. I didn't even write text, alright? Do you think I'm going to go back and find, hold on, let me go and crop out this image again? This fucking bunny bitch is staying here. This isn't even the computer I used to edit, so of course I'm not going to change it. I don't use this computer for anything else other than PowerPoints. Are we going to talk about how Aaron's reasons for the rumbling just don't make any sense anymore? They make pretty easy sense. You know what? It's a deep, dark thing I don't even know if I should say out loud. I think Aaron's kind of justified. The more I've thought about it, I'm like, self-defense can be like preemptive. That's not the right word. Minty will figure out the two words I just mixed together in a second. But like, they did totally, like, they only did it because he attacked, but Willie Tybur was still going to attack, so him attacking first probably wasn't the worst idea. I guess the only difference is he's totally justified in killing the world fleet. I don't think anybody argues with that. That army rocks up to Paradis, we can wipe them the fuck out. They're trying to kill us. It makes perfect sense. Even if there's more fucking people in the army than there is in Paradis, obviously it's moral to defend yourself. The only thing is rumbling everybody, and it sort of works if you're a moron. To like, they don't like us, they're just going to attack us in the future, so wipe them out now. But like, the killing innocent people thing is more where we're at. And I feel like that's where we've always been at. But the more I've thought about it, the more I'm like, maybe. I don't actually believe this yet. But maybe. We'll see where we go with this line of thought. But I'll fucking scroll down. Are we going to talk about how Aaron's reason for the rumbling? Well, I just talked about that. We've been saying that for ages. Damn, Historia had been working out her back then. It was a fucking shitty sketch that showed us nothing contentially. Everybody that made a video about the last panel should be killed, and everybody that made a video about the fucking the rumbling audio should be killed in a video game, of course. 'Cause fuck me. God, it's so intentionally designed to build hype and tell you absolutely nothing that it's pathetic to run and make a fucking video about it. Oh, it's so gross. I hate everybody. You've been saying for ages, damn it, Historia. The main thing about Historia is that there's no way she would cooperate with genocide, yet she did, so this means she sees... I mean, it's pretty obvious. She wants to protect her people. She wants to become the worst girl in the world. It's thematically consistent. It makes total sense for Historia to be down with the rumble. Because everybody else will worry about it then. She doesn't have to think about it too much. It'll weigh on her. It clearly has. She's depressed as fuck. She thinks it's for the greater good, just like Aaron. It's pretty fucking simple. It's like an instinctual response. Kill everybody that's trying to kill you, and everybody that's associated with them. Yeah, Historia going along with the plan is so out of character. No, we're getting into weird fucking bad criticism territory where anything you disagree with now is bad character writing. Bad. I'm trying to get to the fucking bottom of chat. I mean, Aaron's new Titan standing up would probably be around 400 meters tall. Might unironically attack them with his arms. He's gonna fucking swing him. Look at you can just do fucking, I know this is perspective and shit. He's gonna stand the fuck up. Or he's just gonna throw his arm. His arms are on fucking strings. The strings extend. And he's gonna come up with strings. Literally Don Flamingo over here. This is the birdcage from Dressrosa. And he's gonna fuck him up. Yeah, isn't Armin and Annie's whole thing right now? They could have been something if we weren't for this conflict, so they need a lot of space, so Annie running away is clearly a mistake she regrets. Armin won't die, though. I also hope Annie doesn't, because Isayama kills all the female characters, lol. Well, Gabby ain't dying, so that's not true, but she's a kid, and killing kids is a little weird. What did Minty say at the beginning of that sentence? Yeah, the Annie stuff makes sense from a character standpoint. I'm just saying from a plot standpoint. Like, it seems very artificial that they would just split up. But I'm sure he's going to do differently. Yeah, I think it's possible Aaron saw something else from the future by testing his story in the flashback. Well, yeah, I think we've still got things to be revealed there. We already know you don't have morals. You said it before. I think Liberio was fine morally, but it was dumb as fuck because it proved really right. Can moral actions be dumb? I mean, I guess, but it depends what you mean by dumb. I don't know. He always had the rumbling. I feel like I feel like to go against the thing I just said about Eren maybe being justified is the whole thing that the rumbling is so powerful that he didn't have to do this at all. He just had to wait for them to show up and then squash them in an instant by activating the rumbling if he has to, and just set them all up on the fucking border of Paradis. And it's like, now that we've seen that the rumbling is this powerful and literally nothing can fucking stop it, even Plains, as we're about to see with his weird fucking arms, it's just like, there's no need to kill all the innocent people. So rumbling's dumb as fuck. You should have just rumbled when they showed up in Paradis and rumbled everybody that tried to attack the island and leave everybody else alone. And every time they try to attack, just keep doing it and fucking them up. Should have been easy. I guess he can create new walls, right? He's got all the powers. So even if, like, there's titans need to be in walls to keep them safe or something, he can do fucking that. Literally nothing Eren did is justified. The rumbling isn't justified, though. You're just bored. Maybe. How's the billion innocents' deaths justified again? Well, we got to that eventually. Kyle, imagine your past self reacting to you now. Yeah, it's 1 billion deaths. Well, it's a few more than 1 billion, right? Assumedly, it's 7 billion. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's 6. It's probably about 6 billion, since this is like 100 years ago or so. People coming back to Attack on Titan is justified. How was Liberio fine morally? Yeah, I don't know about Minty saying that. Well, maybe not the body dive, or what's the word, the body surfing. Belly flop. Yeah, I think the majority of civilian deaths actually happened from the Survey Corps having to back up Eren. What I mean is they needed a way to get the Warhammer plus Zeke. No, they need to force negotiations with countries, enemy to Mali, ice burst, build trade relations. I think Curtis is being sarcastic, or he's just repeating my talking points back at me. Killing kids is weird. Udo and Zofia send their regards. True. The dumbass false economy, it's either kill innocents or Paradis dies is dumb. Well, we got there eventually, chat. Don't worry. Oh no, we actually are close to the bottom of chat. I feel like Kyle is higher. He just hit his head a lot, so I'm ignoring it. He can't be stupid to characterize it as self-defense is justified, right? Well, destroying the military is justified, right? The implication is that we're always just going to be at war, so we may as well end it all now. From a sheer self-preservation standpoint, it seems justified, but how far do you take that morally? I don't know. The philosophy arc is starting in the background. I was going to talk about that before stream, but I'm like 2 steps away from starting to buy books, and it's scary. Well, never mind, they would be proud. But we're going through some weird self-analyzation here. But I finally came around on it anyway. What was the thing? Because I can't think of it. Because I remember I was lying in bed and I was looking at the fucking corner of my fucking curtain thing. And I know I haven't said exactly what I thought then about the Eren, the self-defense argument. But I forgot. If you feel like there's any threat to you and it's tangible, how far... Killing innocents seems like completely unrelated. Even if we run this down to its extreme and you say, like, rumbling Mali is justified. But no, it's already been said that the rest of the world hates Paradisians too. But you can't preemptively do it. Eren, not justified, I guess. For the Tiber theories, I was talking about that video. You see there's a theory floating around about how future Eren could have sent future memories and certain information to the Titan successors in the past in order to manipulate little strings. If I remember, the theory was people convinced in how Willie knew certain things. Hey, I said that back in fucking Master Plan, alright? Something about that, so I get credit. With no one really witnessing the little inconsistencies you wondered about with Willie, it's possible. I would like that. He's literally a child. How temper tantrum, though, but a joy temper tantrum. Fuck, no more real time, no more time travel. Time travel is so inconsequential to this story, but now everything is time travel planned. Eren's so dumb. It's not really dumb. Well, never mind then. We'd want you to become more leftist, not more fascist. That's true. Though you never fucking know with him. Well, yeah, but it was a pretty fun reading. This is what happens when you watch too much Destiny. Kyle, you know self-defense isn't foolproof legal defense. Who gives a fuck about legal defense? We ain't talking about that right now. It has to be reasonable. Eren killing more innocent people than people who pose a threat to him. We already said that the innocent people were not justified, right? Why are we acting like I didn't say that 3 times just now? Next slide. Flying Titans and how it'll work. He's going to fly. I don't know if it'll be this chapter. They could hold it off. I could see us not seeing the Annie side of this of the conflict, the Gabi, Kiyomi, Falco side. That's the order of importance, by the way. Because Minty's on that fuck Falco train, and he's convincing me every day. Boring little prick better fly and shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear from him. Let Gabi do the talking. I could see them cutting away from them and we just don't see him next chapter, and then the chapter after that they come flying in out of nowhere. They've already done the setup for the fly. It'll be cool if we don't see it and they come in for a save. That might be the cliffhanger for this chapter. Eren's fucking everybody up with his weird string powers, literally Don Flamingoing it out. How are we on 6 viewers for a fucking last minute prediction stream? A little weird. What the fuck was I saying? Don Flamingoing fucking shit up. He's nearly gonna kill Armin. Oh no. And then here comes flying. Gabi shoots him or something. And then we'll move on to the next fucking chapter. I don't know. Outside of that, I don't know. We've done a lot of speculation already. We don't have to, stay on these things for too long. The fight between the Alliance and Eren, will it start this chapter? It's possible. Again, it basically all hinges on how Eren fights. I don't know if they'll start hacking down. I just don't know how this fight works. I still don't know. Just visually or from an entertainment standpoint or from an action standpoint, how this fight is compelling. Without them, climbing up Eren's fucking weird bone limbs and shit like that. I don't know. The fight could happen. I feel like the best bet, Armin already talked about this, is him fucking sploding on his back. He's splooging on his back. I don't know, on his back legs or something, if he finds that's a weak point. Maybe Eren, will regenerate weird, the little bug centipede thing, and it'll be creepy and cool. A lot of creepy stuff is going to be happening. If Eren can move super fast, that'll be the coolest thing in the world. Even if it's just the torso bit with his arms, because he cuts things up with his arms now, as we've already gone over in our weird fanfic we've made this last minute predictions video. If he's and he's gonna make some creepy sound too in the anime, some fucking the legs of the fucking centipede. He's gonna make some weird fucking noises like that. We need to go full horror movie villain with this, with our favorite protagonist Eren over here. That'd be cool as fuck. And he's running around. Who do we have? We got Reiner, Annie, Levi. I'm trying to think of big fighting boys. Jean and Connie, they'll shoot thunder spears or something at an opportune time and then get sliced up because they're the 2 most expendable. Yelena isn't here. She doesn't have to fight or something. The Onyekapon kamikaze idea, I still sort of like. Some explosions to beat him up. I feel like that could be fun. Onyekapon is gonna die. I think it'll be cool. We'll have a big final salute. Maybe that's the cliffhanger of the chapter. Though again, you'd think that would be the next chapter. I don't know, things are happening quickly. I think we talked about the kamikaze idea last chapter review, probably. Then how the fuck did they get home? I don't know. Zeke will probably have teleporting powers by then. We got a fucking flying titan to fly out on. Never mind. There'll only be 5 people left then. They can all hang on, just with the Ymir callback, whatever. Jaw Titan stuff. Falco and the Historia thing might still happen where she touches him and gets Ymir memories or whatever the fuck. There's a lot of things that have to happen in fucking old Attack on Titan. Is Armin going to figure it out? Is he going to figure out what to say to Eren? Is Armin going to revert into a little kid here in the Paths realm and they're going to have a conversation or something? I still like the idea of adult Armin confronting kid Eren and giving him a lecture. And it's actually he's talking to real Eren because Eren is childish. I can't believe I still get comments on fucking Morally Justified about Eren not being childish when he's literally depicted as a child in the narrative. It's a good time. Gabi doesn't have a rifle anymore. She's got a rifle, right? Don't worry. She's got a fucking rifle. They're at Port Salva, right? They're going to fly in, dip into the fucking thing. They got a fucking rifle. Don't worry about that. Yes, but the vertebrae is connected to the bottom of the jar. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what Minty's talking about. I'm going in on the back end of that conversation. But, I don't know. This is the last panel, isn't it? Oh, no. Then we've got Mr. Zeke. Hello, Mr. Zeke there. Another cliffhanger thing. He's going to throw rocks at Eren when he's about to kill somebody and save him. We got to have a throwing rocks. They got the perfect thing. Port Salva is like on this platform. It's the perfect place for him to throw rocks from. It's going to happen. But that's the last panel, and I want to read chat. Let's see if we're spitballing any other ideas. Unless you're making the point that innocent people are being prepped to become consumers of propaganda who will end up wanting to hate paradise, which at that point the police might as well kill more black people because they're more likely to commit crime. True, that's why I said that the fucking innocent people can't die, and we came around that it wasn't morally justified, and I can't entirely remember the reason that put the seeds of doubt in my mind originally. But I don't know why Minty's still arguing this point. The one time I liked Falco was when he was slicing Daz and Samuel in half. Didn't they get killed before that anyway? He's like sliced some people in half, right? I don't think it was them. Like other Jaegerists that were hanging out. I can only imagine a panel with the Alliance looking up at the sky and seeing Shadow of the Cloud and a little black dot in the sky and slow reveal wings and boom. Fucking double spread with our majestic Falcon. Are we the Band of the Falcon now? Maybe it was just all a big Berserk reference. And Falco is Griffith. But Gabby did nothing wrong, of course. Eren is obviously asleep. It's going to parallel to Trust / Return to Shinganshina arc where Armin had to wake Eren up to talk to him. I forgot that also happened in Return to Shinganshina. But yeah, that'll probably happen in some way. If Eren's physical body is just a head in a jar at this point, is Eren's physical body? I don't know. With fucking Gabby standing on him with her own anti-Titan rifle like Helos just because a rifle can be conceived as a lance. It's like the Lance of Longinus, you know? Ava references. It was just Ava and Berserk the entire time. And truth, don't credit Ian with this fucking idea. I've been saying that for months. Look, Minty, stealing what I said in the past stream. What a mad lad. Ew, I'm hearing Nux talking myself as I say those words. It's pretty gross. Yeah, I know she doesn't, but let's stream. What am I stealing? I was being sarcastic, that's what I'm mentioning. A couple of months ago, people had the idea since Somalilark, so it's that Pete Campbell thing. What's the Pete Campbell thing? Really didn't know that. Cool. Wait, Eren is a terribly written character. I think he may be. No, of course not. Don't let your hate for Jaegerists cloud your judgment. That makes you literally like them. My current theory on Eren deciding to do rumbling is just a self-fulfilling prophecy. He's lost his free will. I mean, he literally wanted to do the rumbling at the end of chapter 9. It's like so consistent. I think he's getting blander by the minute there wasn't a twist, but he can still be salvaged. Well, the blandness has always been there, right? But a lot of what made Eren such an enigmatic character was the mystery. Like, we didn't know what he was like. Most of the interest in Eren was like, what is he thinking? What's all this crazy shit going on? And remember what I said in the fucking Jaeger Master Plan video where I was like, he's actually just doing the thing. There's not a twist where he's secretly like doing it all for everybody's benefit. He's just doing euthanasia. Because we didn't even think rumbling was an option at the time. I maintain that I was in some way true with that because he actually was just doing the bad guy thing. Where was I going with that? We're having a shit on Eren party now because everybody talks him up and we're trying to overcorrect for that. So I'm not going to buy into this fucking truth narrative in chat right now. Just curious, when was Berserk was first published? The first chapter is 89, I think. Or is it 87? It's 89, I think. I think 1989. Oh, was that the first volume? It was the late 80s. And the Golden Age started in like 91, I think. Because like chapters were coming out like once every 3 months for like the first few, and then it actually got picked up, I think. I don't know Berserk history that well. I know the fucking golden age was the 90s. Annie equal Asuka Wall Titans mass-produced Ava's daddy equals mama. Maybe Annie is just Asuka again, and her father seems to be okay. Doesn't try to kill her. She's adopted. Remember, Annie is adopted, right? That's part of her backstory. He just picked her up one time. He's not her literal father, or is that wrong? And I'm confusing it with something else. I feel like I am confusing it with something else. I don't remember. Yeah, Kyle, my memory, what you like. Eren seems to be the idea of the mystery hero, villain, protagonist, antagonist, but would you really consider that an S character? He seems to be one of the he is good, technically, but I don't like him that much for you. Well, I would never, ever, ever say that in my life, that it was a good technically, but I don't like him that much, because I think good technically and me liking him is exactly the same thing. I would never say I think something is technically good, but I just don't like it. Then it would just technically be bad, because there is no such thing as technically. But we're getting into our subjectivity talk here. I hate that Eren's reason to rumble is such a monumental decision. It needs a Machiavellian justification just for it. It ends up being an immature man-child that feels so bad. Argue me, Denka, tell me why I'm wrong. Well, it's because it literally hinges on the context, right? He was our protagonist for so long, and he's always had this same mindset. And it's supposed to be a fucking thematic thing where it's like, haha, audience, you used to be with him, you used to be on his side, you were just as dumb as him. We'll talk about this all in core themes and changing context in Attack on Titan, and why this is so good. Lolcar, that's not true at all. I don't know what Minty's referring to here. You're such a liar, Lamau. You think your emotional attachment is the same as your opinion of how well written it is. That's such bullshit. That's absolutely true. And it's like the easiest argument to actually prove ever. Didn't you even say a few months ago you're realizing they're separating? I definitely don't think so. You even said Zeke is well written but boring to you, don't lie. I think I might have said that before, but that would have been way back when we were making the, I think I might have said that in the tier list video. That obviously that doesn't like affect now. I absolutely believe that well written doesn't exist. There's no such thing. It's just how much it is interpreted by you to be good. There's no such thing as like, well, this character is good, I just don't really like him. If you don't like him, then it's just not good to you. Also, that whole thing of Levi and Annie, you liked Annie more, but you thought Levi was better written. Well, now I like Levi more, right? I just eased it down. Well, I'm a dumb fuck then, truth says. I don't know. Sometimes everybody is dumb fuck. But I think that's where we're going to leave up with the YouTube audience. We did a lot of speculation with the first one, reading chat. I think that's the girth of the content this month. I don't even know. I feel like this has been longer than most last minute predictions videos. Chapter review will be out in a few days. Berserk chapter review should be out in the next 24 hours after this is uploaded. I fucking hope. Digest will be out after that, then the chapter review. Then we're hopefully getting into a barrage of scripted videos. But don't hold your fucking breath. You know what we're like over here. Maybe you'll get one. Hopefully core themes and changing context in Attack on Titan will come out. I plan on it being the first one. Who knows? You've got any hopes up before, most likely. With that being said, we're done here. Support links in the description below. Thanks.